Assalamu alaikum, my sweet viewers. How are you? I hope all of you will be fine and healthy. Dear students, I was thinking that why not to discuss the value of AV in the process of teaching learning. Teaching learning is a systematic process in which the learner receives new ideas, new thoughts from the experienced person. It is a process of development. It is the process of grooming. It is the process of professionalism, and it is the process of development of the entire society. So at night I was going through a book in which there was written a very important topic, the importance of AV in the process of teaching learning. So I thought that yes, this is an important topic, and the educationist should focus on it, because learning is not a static phenomenon. It is dynamic. It is the involvement of your mind, your body, your thinking, your each and every aspect of personality. So today I am going to discuss the importance of AV in teaching learning process. Before going to start the video, I want to share a very famous quotation from Confucius. It's a Chinese philosophy which it states, "Tell me and I will forget." It means only speaking is not the appropriate pedagogy for teaching and sharing the knowledge with the learners, because through speech we can communicate with each other, but the shared material will not sustain itself for a very long time in the minds of learner, because their learning is a focused process, and learners are young, they have their own emotions and feelings, so most of the time their listening power is not so strong that they can capture what is said by the teacher or what is said by the learned person, and to memorize these things for a long time. So Confucius says, "Tell me and I will forget. Show me and I may remember. When I see, then there comes a mental picture. That picture is saved in the mind of the learner. And whenever the same thing comes in front of the eyes, so the mental picture is evoked and the knowledge is shared. But it is also not the most successful one. The third one is, involve me and I will understand. Means teaching learning process is not one-way traffic. Teacher and learners both should be actively involved in the process of teaching learning. Then there will be the possibility that learning will take place. Now, AV are also called instructional material. Instructional material means which are used during the process of teaching learning in the form of instructions issued by the teachers for the facilitation of the learner. So the second name of AV is also instructional material. A stands for audio, audio related with hearing. It is also called listening, and it is the domain of cognition or cognitive domain. You know about Bloom's taxonomy. of educational classification of educational objectives 2001. It was revised by Larry Anderson, and it is in this form. So the first thing is cognitive. Cognitive, it is related with cognition. Cognition means it is related with mind. So audio, hearing or listening. When we listen something, that thing goes into our mind and our mind reprocesses it. Our mind filters it, and whenever we need, the same material is supplied or provided by the mind for further expression. Then the second one is visual, which is related with scenes or watching, and it is related with affective domain. You know, when we see something, we feel it. Watching or seeing, it is related with human senses. And it is more powerful than the audio, because when we only listen and we don't see, for example, if we are just listening to the voice of our teacher and we are unable to see or to watch the teacher, we will not be interested to learn, because personality has its own impact on the process of learning. A teacher is respectable because he uses audio, his voice, visual, his personality, and sharing of his knowledge by using both the tools. And then the most important, student, this is a new one for you, that is known as kinesthetic. Kinesthetic, it is based on physical activity and it deals with psychomotor. Psychomotor. You know that only listening is not sufficient, only watching is not sufficient, until and until you will not perform. So kinesthetic is a type of aid which is used in teaching learning process, in which the learner as well as the learned one perform personally as well as physically. In the present video, you can see me that I am writing on the board. The board is visible to you. It is a visual aid. You are listening to me. It is audio, and I am performing various activities by writing on the board and elaborating the ideas and the concept. So kinesthetic is the most important one, and it deals with psychomotor. When cognitive, skill, affective and psychomotor domain, these are developed, that is called ideal learning, that is called perfect learning, and that is called testable learning. ABA's definition is instructional materials which help in retaining information for a longer period of time. If you will only go for the use of listening, that will not be permanent. If you will go only for watching, that will not be permanent. When you will go for performance, that will also not be permanent. Until and until all the three sources of aids are properly amalgamated into each other, then learning will not be perfect. So audio aids include radio, tape recorder, gramophone, audio cassette player and language labs. These are the aids which are concerned with your listening. Then visual aids are those which you can watch. And when we watch something, we store the image and the picture of that thing or that person in our mind, and then we go for nostalgia or recalling or retrospection. It includes charts, black and white boards, pictures, flash cards and textbooks. You know, this whiteboard, it is the most important visual aids. Then audio visual aids. Audio visual aids are those aids which are consisted of both listening or hearing as well as watching. It includes LCD projector, film projector, TV, computer, multimedia. So these are the areas in which both the facilities are available. You can listen, you can watch. Then in kinesthetic, in which you will perform, it includes debates, role play, speeches, projects. It means that students should not be passive. Quality education demands for the 75% involvement of the learner. Up till and until 75% learners will not be involved in the process of learning, learning will not be attractive, it will not be active, it will be passive. But everything has the bright side and the dark side. So aviators are also having its unique merits, but it has some drastic demerits as well. In merits of the aviators, it is a very good source of pleasurable learning. You know, when we share songs, anecdotes, performance with the learner, and as it is said that a very good teacher is always a very good actor. So it makes learning and teaching pleasurable, pleasant, attractive. Then it is students' attention. Students will always be attentive. They will try to watch, they will try to listen, they will try to perform. It is the greatest source of motivation. Our students are lacking motivation. Teachers are not interested to go for motivation, to motivate them for performance, for watching. Teachers say, why you are watching the videos? Why you are watching the movies? Oh, let them watch. Because watching is one of the major source of teaching learning process. Then it enhances energy level. It is a type of exercise. Greater the exercise, greater will be the energy level, and then it is very good for huge classes. If the classes consist of more than 50-60 candidates, so the use of multimedia will make the teaching learning very fruitful. It has some demerits. The first demerit, that for the use of aviators, there is always the need of trained teachers. Teachers by chance can't do that. It always needs trained teachers, those teachers who are expert in the use of audio aids, visual aids and kinesthetic aids. Then there is a technical issue. Sometimes there will be load shedding now, although solars are there, but there may be some technical issues there. Then student distraction. Sometimes students are not focusing on the multimedia, they are not interested in watching the movies, etc. But all these, some of the aviators are too much expensive. Every category of the schools cannot afford it, and it's time consuming as well as space consuming. Dear student, there are expensive instruction material and low cost teaching aids and teacher made teaching aids. So teacher made teaching aids are those which are prepared by the teacher by using the extra stuff, papers, charts, etc. for the teaching learning process. Low cost aviators are those which do not cost very high, but expensive aviators are those which cost a lot of amount. So dear student, please go through it, subscribe the channel. It's very important question. It is there in the test for teachers induction, and it is also very important for B.Ed and M.Ed students because almost all the time it is an important question. So till the time, Wish you best of luck. Thank you very much.